Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to cover makeup basics. So this video was requested in one of my Instagram DMs, so I thought why not do it, because most of the people who come to me ask me about the order of usage. So in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to use each and every makeup product and what are the essential steps you have to follow, tips and tricks, and also the product suggestions is included in this video. I hope you guys going to enjoy this video, and I'm hoping this video is going to be informative enough. And if you have any other video requests, make sure you comment down below in the comment section, and before clicking out of this video, make sure you hit that like button down below and also share it with your loved ones. It's very important to do your skincare routine. If you have a morning skincare routine, go ahead and do it. Or if you don't have a particular morning skincare routine, then make sure you do these three. It's cleanse, tone and moisturize. So I have done my morning skincare routine. This is how my skin looks like. So let's straight away get into the main part of this video, which is nothing but makeup. First step in a makeup is primer. So now when it comes to primer, it depends on personal choice, guys. Makeup, all the steps depends upon personal choice. So whatever I'm saying is not a must do. When it comes to primer, if you ask me, I use it occasionally, not every time. So whenever I feel like my skin texture is not that great, whenever I feel like I need more smoothing effect, more moisturized feel, more glowy effect, there are different kinds of primer in the market. So if you want to know about the primer, I can make a separate video. So the primer I commonly use is from Nykaa, that is the Nykaa Prep Me Up. And if you want a more affordable version, then Blue Heaven is the way to go. So in today's video I'm going to use Nykaa Prep Me Up primer. Let me show you the consistency. So the consistency of the primer, as you can see, will be transparent and more like a thick silicone texture, because it needs to fill up your pores, right? So that's the main purpose for me. So how do you apply this kind of primer? So when you're applying this kind of primer, make sure you're going to concentrate wherever you have pore issues and wherever you need a lot of coverage. So for me, I have pore issues near my skin, especially over here. Whenever I apply highlighter, it has some texture kind of feel. So I'm going to apply on my high points over here and here, cheeks, and a little bit on my nose. I don't have much pores on my nose, but I would like to apply it on the nose, and a little bit on my chin. So when I'm applying this kind of primer, I would like to spread the primer first using my fingertips. I don't prefer using brushes when you're applying primer. I think fingertips works the best. So I'm going to apply it using my fingertips. I'm going to also cover my under eyes, and once I swiped it, I'm going to tap it. So this way what it does is it will apply the primer. Once you tap it, it fills the pores. Between every makeup step, make sure you give your skin at least a minute so that the product settles onto your skin. So our step 2 is nothing but foundation. This step is generally done differently by different people. So some people might prefer using concealer first and then go with the foundation, and some will go with the foundation and then with the concealer. Again, it's a personal choice. When you ask me, I'll go with the foundation first and then go with the concealer. So I always feel like foundation is lighter in consistency when compared to the concealer. So I always go with the foundation first and then go with the concealer, because the concealer I use is mostly full coverage concealer, or at least a medium coverage concealer. So I don't want to use the concealer first and then go with the foundation. Sometimes I feel like it looks cakey on me. Foundation, we can always use the age-old Maybelline. I always suggest beginners to use Maybelline. This is actually super stay, but I would suggest you guys to use Fit Me. Superstay is a bit more on a fuller coverage, whereas Fit Me is like to medium coverage. You can build it up whenever you want, so that will work for beginners very well. And also it has wide shade range now, so you can get your shade as well. This is Maybelline Superstay in the shade 320 Honey. This is L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Fresh Beige. Not finding your shade, it's best to take two different shades and mix it up to find your own skin shade. So that's what I'm going to do today, because the Superstay I'm having over here is very dark to my skin tone, and the L'Oreal Fresh Beige has become a little bit lighter to my skin tone. So I'm going to mix both these foundation to create my own foundation shade. And when it comes to blending the foundation, some people use beauty blender, some people use a brush like this, foundation brush. I always use foundation brush, or maybe after that I'll go with the beauty blender, depends upon my mood. I never always use beauty blenders because I just feel like beauty blender drinks the product up, and it leads to a lot of product wastage. So I don't really prefer using beauty blender. I always love brushes, because even a little product you apply, it applies well and spreads evenly across your skin. So I really love brushes. The way I like to apply my foundation is dot it all over my face and then blend it using this kind of thick top or flat top brushes. Apply or dot the product first wherever you need more coverage. That way you can minimize the use of concealer as well. So for me, the cheek area is where I prefer having a lot of coverage. Initially I had a lot of acne marks, so my cheek area was my main target, whereas now, as you can see, a lot of marks has faded out thanks to the skincare I'm doing. So yes, I don't really require a lot of foundation now. And don't forget your neck, guys. Neck is really important. You have to match your face with your neck. Blending, make sure you're going to stamp the product. Stamp means like this, not drag. Stamp the product and spread it everywhere. You can see the difference, right? My face is completely covered, and I don't really think I need any concealer, but for the purpose of this video I'm going to use a concealer. So the concealer we are going to use, again, depends upon how much floss or how much coverage you need. Since this is a makeup for beginners, I would be using a concealer. So there are different ways to use a concealer, guys. So firstly, some people will use a concealer which is of their own skin tone, and then some people will also use one more concealer which is lighter to the skin tone, especially on the inner part. So that is to highlight and bring out your facial features. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Wear Concealer in Almond. Just gonna take a little bit of concealer, apply wherever I really require. So for me right now, I think I need it in my inner corner over here. So I'm just gonna apply it over there. If you have a lot of deeper darker under eyes, I would suggest you to go for this concealer, but the shade range is really poor. So if you get your hands on this concealer, make sure you get the proper shade. For blending my concealer, I like to use this kind of brush. To be specific, this is PAC 219 brush. This is a concealer brush. It blends your concealer very well because it's very thick and it has this kind of shape. The remaining concealer on my brush, I like to cover my lid with that because I have pigmentation on my eyelids. You need a little more brightness, especially under your eyes. For me, I think it's more than enough right now, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use a highlighting concealer as well. This Swiss Beauty Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Moyen. Whenever you are choosing a highlighting concealer, especially if you are a deeper skin tone girl, make sure the concealer is at least one shade or maximum 2 shades lighter than it. So yeah, mine 2 shades lighter. So I'm just going to apply it over here on my inner corner because I need some brightness over here and over here, just to brighten my eyes. It's just a personal way of doing, guys. Next, remaining I'm going to apply it over here. This is just for highlighting, it's not a mandatory step. I'm just doing this as part of a makeup for beginners, just because some people might feel like when you're applying foundation and concealer, your face might look straight away flat, and a lot of people don't like that. So that is why I'm showing this highlighting technique as well. This is not a mandatory technique, again I'm telling you. You can use this whenever you're going for special occasions. Otherwise I don't think you need to do this. Face looks like it looks a little bit ghosty right now, don't worry. It will all come together. So after all the liquid foundation, everything is done, all the concealer is done, the next step is nothing but to set all this into the place. So yeah, for that you have to use a compact powder. If you have a compact powder, use a compact powder, or if you're someone like me, you can use a loose powder. So this is Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the shade medium. So this powder is actually very finely milled. Use a brush like this, dip it onto the powder, tap the excess off over here itself, no product wastage, and I'm going to press it under my eyes. So when you look at my lid, you will know it has creases, right? So when you're finding creases like this, make sure you use your finger, blend the creases well, and then set it with the powder. If you're setting your under eyes or eyelids using on top of the creases itself, it will crease more. So make sure you're blending the creases. So as you can see, now our face look a little more smoother and matter. I always prefer using powder products, especially the compacts or loose powders like this on my T-zone, because it's summertime and I become really oily. If you are dry skin type, I would again suggest you guys to choose a foundation or products that suits your skin tone. Maybe for dry skin type I will do a separate video suggesting products. I am more towards oily to combination, so the products I am suggesting you will mostly be for oily to combination skin. This is all ready, it's all ready to take other basic makeup steps. So most people might go for bronzing, contouring and heavy highlighting. That is for events or something, so that maybe I'll cover in a different video. This is just a basic thing. Doing my brows is not really something I prefer right now, because my brows is not really trimmed or groomed. So the product I'm using right now is this one. This is a Swiss Beauty brow pencil in the shade dark brown. This brow pencil is really affordable and I feel like it works well for me. So I'm just gonna start with my brows. Whenever I'm doing my brows, I always prefer starting with the middle. If it is a very dark shade, you can start with the middle. This one is not that greatly pigmented, so I'll start from the first part underneath my brows. I'll just draw a line so that it looks better. Okay, and now I'm going to flick outside. So as you can see, this is how my brow looks like. It makes a huge difference when you are doing your brows. Like you can see, it looks more lifted, it looks more groomed, whereas it's not really groomed. So that's the difference and magic brows make to you. So I have completed my eye makeup off camera. It's a very simple colored liner is what I have done. So after that I have applied a little bit of kajal. Whenever you are doing an eye makeup, be it a simple liner or kajal or any kind of eyeshadow look, it's up to you. Do whatever you like to do. So the next step which I always don't miss is using mascara. So even if I'm not wearing a liner or kajal, I always prefer to use a mascara so that my eyes will be open, wide open, and it looks a little more fresher. This is Maybelline Hyper Curl Mascara. When it comes to mascaras, I always prefer using Maybelline because Maybelline creates a lot of different kinds of mascara for different needs. Whenever you apply mascara, make sure you're taking the excess product off the wand. If you have a lot of products in the wand, it's going to clump up your lashes. So yeah, just make sure you're taking it till the root of the lashes, wiggling it out. So as you can see, I have a fallout of mascara over here. So don't immediately, rub it like this or try to remove it using a tissue. Just let this thing dry and then you can flake it off. Basic step is to have a flawless base. Do your eye makeup, do your brows, do your lashes, lipstick. It's all good. Nothing extra needed. But if you want to spice up a little more, use a blush, use a highlighter so that your skin will look a little more healthy and little more dimensional, instead of going for the contour bronzing steps, which is more complicated for beginners. The Color Bar Cheek Illusion Blush in the shade Sweet Scarlet. For blush, I'm going to take this kind of brush. So this is actually not a blush brush, but this kind of brush is something that helps me to blend the blushes very fast. So the blush brush is really something different. I have to make a separate video for makeup tools as well. If you want to work with the makeup brushes, I'll make a basic makeup tools ka video. So these are brushes which I bought it as a set, which are linked down below in the description box. This is from Amazon. I think this is called Puna Store brushes. So this is a face powder brush is what they have written, but I really like to use it as blush brush. I'm going to dip it into the blush, something like this. Again, it depends upon how pigmented your blushes are. The purpose of highlighting is to make sure your face glows. So when you're doing this and this, right now it's completely matte. So I'm going to use highlighter to bring the glow back to my face. So the highlighter I'm using over here is from Wet n Wild. It's a highlighter in the shade Precious Petal. I'm going to take something like this. It's again personal preference. I like concentrated highlighter, so that is why I'm taking a brush like this. This is an eyeshadow blending brush from PAC. It's PAC 104 brush. I'm just gonna take a highlighter like this, take off the excess. It looks more healthier and glowier. That is why we use highlighter. So next is the last step for the makeup, which is nothing but lipstick. But if you prefer to make your lip look defined, use a lip liner. It's very important. So the lip liner I'm going to use over here is from Wet n Wild. This is their Wet n Wild Color Icon lip liner in the shade Chestnut. Before you start with your entire makeup, along with your skincare, make sure you're going to apply nice lip balm all over your lips, so that by the end of the makeup your lips will be prepped for lipstick. I'm using Wet n Wild Catsuit lipstick in the shade Gimme Mocha. So this shade is almost pinky browny nude on my lips. So yeah. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you like this video. If you feel like this video was informative enough, make sure you hit that like button down below. It means a lot to me, guys. Share this video with your friends and family. See you on my next video, guys. Until then, take care. Bye.